All right, so asked everybody here. My big comeback recaps are back. I got no intro ideas. I got nothing. So that's why I had you guys write some stuff down. You got your stuff written down?
Yep.
All right. So Kyle, what do you got?
What about the gag where Matthias backs up the toilet?
We already did that one.
What about the unicorn suit?
Or the Sasquatch suit?
Or maybe you could finally wear those Panther G-string panties that Dana got you. I could find them.
When I thought about that, I don't want to have to shave my back again.
I don't think it's your back. The only thing you have to worry about is shaving.
Shouldn't you be in the kitchen making me a sandwich?
Would you like some rat poison with that?
Well, you guys, you're not much help. I could do a puppet intro.
I was looking at our analytics and they show that people don't really care for the puppets.
Oh, come on. Everybody loves Francisco. He is the star of the show, huh?
Come on, Dad.
What about Andy? Everybody likes Andy.
No
puppets!
Fine. No puppets. No puppets.
Okay, so this is your big comeback, right?
Yeah.
And lots of people will be watching, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Okay, spiritual people and hockey people, those are your fans, correct? So if you remember in 2020 when you had to abandon hockey in favor of the spiritual business, and that forced you to tone down your apoplectia, right? Well, I was thinking that maybe you could abandon the juxtaposition of the lexicon of hockey and spirituality altogether and combine them.
Oh, wait. Now I get it. They had the scene with Chief Brody where he almost blows up the boat with the oxygen tanks so they could set up the scene where he blows up the shark with the oxygen tank later. Ah, how did I not see that?
You would present as congruent in the universe and on the ice. In fact, it's like coming in sideways.
Mary Poppins is the best financial advisor ever. She stopped Michael from putting his tuppence in the bank just before all his savings would have been wiped out by World War I. Too bad she indirectly caused a bank run to make it happen, but it's not like anyone got hurt.
Symbol our souls, and life is like the hockey stick.
Kyle,
Yeah?
go find the Panther panties. I'm going in to shave. Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go! All right. Yes! Boy, does it feel good to be back in front of this wall. And just, I appreciate everybody who's waited me out. Recaps are back. And like I said, it's going to be a long time before I stop doing that again. You can count on me for quite some time. All right, so first game back, we got the Jackets. End of a road trip. Jackets are going to be desperate. So don't come from my head if we don't get 2 tonight. All right, everybody knows I want 2 board or I want to yell 2 points. But you know, we're not going to talk anything about the curse and all of that. If we lose 3 in a row, if we lose the first 3 games, I come back, then we could talk about that. Otherwise, I'm expecting 2 points tonight, but the Jackets are going to be desperate. It won't be an easy game, and it's the last game of a road trip. No lineup changes. Borowski back in net. We're going to get a chance to see Tippett come on. Obviously, that means Duclair is still out. Couple of things. Obviously, I haven't talked about the team so much. I don't want to do too much here because I don't want the whole video to be too long. But a few things I'll tell you right off the bat. Gudis has made a huge difference for this team. Obviously, you see Barkov and Huberto. Our guys have room to skate now, right? There's no cheap shots going on. For Hagee, Absolutely love that kid. Wenberg coming along, though I know, he's probably just a placeholder until Lundell is ready, but he doesn't hurt us. Is he what Trocheck was? No, but he still plays a good game. And who else do we got? We got this whole thing with Bob and Drieger and everything like that, and the whole questions about, are we going to lose Drieger for nothing? Probably going to make a video about that somewhere around where we're closing in on mid-season. But there's more to talk about with the team. I don't want to spend too much time on that here, but I will say this. Expectations, I feel it. I feel it, okay? I'm not sitting here saying we're going to win the cup, but I'm saying we might win the cup, all right? And you can just hit me upside the head if you don't like it, okay? I like this team. I really, really do. Could we use a little bit more help, veteran-wise, maybe in the bottom 6? Okay, but we have to watch out what we're giving up right now, because with the expansion draft coming up, you don't want to give away players. You've got your players that you're okay with losing, and then you start getting into the players that you don't want to lose. And if you trade away the players that you're okay with losing, then when the draft comes, you have to start giving away the players you don't really want to lose. So I like the team the way it is. They play a good game every damn game. They may not play a full 60 minutes, but for the most part, from what I've seen, I like the team, man. I will be absolutely disappointed if we don't at least win one round. So that's enough of that. We got to get 2 points. I am so happy to be back in front of this camera, behind the camera. No, in front of the camera and behind the... let's just get 2 points. All right, so no score after 1. I like the pace of the game. Not going to complain about it whatsoever. Was kind of a boring first period, but at the same time, if that was Columbus coming out desperate, I feel good about our chances. So, a couple things. Player-wise that I wanted to talk about again, since we've got no goals to talk about this period. Forsling and Marchment. Man, just absolutely inject them straight into my veins. We have to make sure that we get those guys signed either long-term, not losing them to Seattle, whatever has to happen. I like those 2 guys. Marchment especially. I mean, Forsling is good in his own way, but I like that kid Marchment, man. He's a big kid. He plays hard. He made a hell of a defensive play on that first period. You saw it there. I know he's on the top line, and people might think he's not top line worthy, but basically you could put my sister or my grandma up there with Barkov, and they're going to get 40 points. So, speaking of Forsling and defensemen we no longer have, if you have not already checked it out on eBay, this is Mike Matheson's cereal box from last year. So, I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I made a video about it. You've probably already seen it. But I've got that listed on eBay. It's already got a bunch of bids. It's almost at 25 bucks already. The deal with it is, you don't only get the cereal box, but you get one of the Panther shirts, brand new Panther shirts that's in my eBay store. You get that included. And since I didn't really know how to dispose of the cereal, you can pick how you want to get rid of Mike Matheson's box, video it, send it to me, and I'll put it in a video here on the channel. So I just thought that was a fun way, to get rid of the cereal box. I didn't really, there was so many different ideas on how to trash Mike Matheson. I figured let one of you do it, and I'm hoping also it sells for enough to buy myself a second tripod, so I don't have to keep bringing the one I keep upstairs, downstairs, then back up, then downstairs. So, all right, let's move on to the second period. I still feel good about this game. All right, so 2-1 Columbus after 2. Lots to talk about. First things first, let's just get it out. Keith Yandel. What in the actual freaking hell? It is halfway through the second period of a scoreless road game. Last game of the road trip. Everything is going good, and you decide to pinch. You get beat. Boom, pucks in the back of the net. 1-0. And then they get another goal where Huberdeau's a little bit late, come back to get the guys, 2-0. And as soon as that happened, I tweeted out, it's time for the line blender. Coach listened, and boom, bada boom, we get one back with a nice shot from Forsling that goes off of Hornquist. And it's 2-1. I still feel good about getting 2 points. Couple things. Interesting when they did when Coach did actually do the line blender, he actually left Marchman up at the top, put Huberto back up, and put Verhage down on the second line, which I kind of thought that was interesting. I thought maybe Marchman would go down, but whatever, it worked out. We get one back, so I'll take that. I like this kid Forsling, man. I know Uyghur's not going anywhere, and I know we got Strawman and Stillman sitting out there. But with the way Forsling's been playing, you know, maybe Stillman either ends up in Seattle or ends up, you know, as trade bait somehow, some way. All right, we're going to move on to the end of this game. I've got Matthias queued up if we have to go to OT, but I'm hoping we can finish this game up. I know we're getting 2. We are getting 2 points.
We are going to overtime!
2 points! Yes, 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 yes! Oh, man, it couldn't have gone any better. It could not have gone any more perfect because it was all set up for the absolute fail, right? Okay, the intro was lit. I talked good about the team. What happens every single time that happens? We lose, right? Not tonight, down 4-1. Oh, and I called the Barkov goal on Twitter. Oh, man. Absolutely just I can't. I'm just lit. I can't even speak. And we get to go to overtime. First game back. Matthias gets to tell us all we're going to overtime. All right, we're gonna breathe. We're gonna breathe. What a freaking team! I'm telling you, I feel good about this team, and now I can really say that because clearly I'm not the jinx. Clearly not the jinx. All right, so what do we got? We got a lot to unpack. Boy, I don't even remember. I know Barkov tied the game. Tippett, Owen Tippett needs to stay. That's it. All right? I know Duclair's going to come back at some point. There's plenty of room on his roster for Owen Tippett. The kid is playing better and better each game. You can see how he's playing with confidence. You can see what's coming that way. And, you know, between Tippett and Marchment and Verhage, that's three wingers that we can spread out along those top 3 lines that just can bring it. So we have to make sure Tippett stays and those guys stick around. And Forsling, was it in overtime? I forget if it was in overtime or if it was near the end of the 3rd period. But that kid has some wheels, okay? He wasn't out of position, but I think a puck kind of came back a little bit, you know, kind of bounced around, and he had to play some catch-up, and he did. Yeah, it was with him and Gudis, so it couldn't have been in overtime. But it was near the end of the 3rd period, I believe. But that kid has some wheels. I like this team. Absolutely like this team. And I'm thinking, you know, people are thinking about, you know, are we going to make any moves? I don't know. I don't know what, you know, I mean, like I said, maybe some bottom 6 help. But if Tippett's going to come on and play like this and Duclair's going to come back healthy, I mean, what are you going to do? Make a trade for another 4th liner? We don't need much. We don't need much. I feel good. We got the goaltending. We've got it. And it's just going to come down to continuing this pace and then seeing, you know, who we draw in the playoffs. Obviously, Tampa lost tonight. Big that we came back and won this game because that keeps us in play for that top seed. Because if we can get that top seed, play the Hawks and let Tampa and Carolina, let them duke it out. And one of those teams will be kaput. A lot of hockey left to play, but just absolutely blessed with this game. I am so lucky that, I mean, to come back and have this be my first game back. I'm just apoplectic. You guys can tell. What else? Don't forget the Mike Matheson box while I have you all's attention. All right, it's on eBay. It ends tomorrow, I think about 8 o'clock. Eastern time. It's an auction. So yeah, I need another tripod, but I don't know if somebody's gonna want to like burn the box or throw it overboard, or if they actually want it for their memorabilia wall. But whatever you want to do with it, let me know, and I'm gonna you videotape it, and I'll send it out on here on the channel. So, all right, that's enough ranting and rambling. I'm just absolutely stoked. We get big 2 points, and boy, it was not looking good. It clearly wasn't looking good, and yes. I'm not the jinx. I'm just stoked. I am just tickled pink that I'm not the jinx. All right, so today was Thursday, so we're coming home. We got the Hawks, right? I believe it's the Blackhawks we're playing on Saturday. It's been a really hell of a good road trip, so we don't want to trip up there against the Hawks. We got to keep it going. We absolutely have to keep it going. Bobrovsky, I want to give him kudos. You know, he let in a couple of goals. I know the first goal that he let in the third period was a deflection. I believe it went off of Gudis a little bit and changed direction a little bit. But the second goal, you can't give up that goal. I mean, it goes 5-hole. But we made up for it. He made up for it. We closed down the door the rest of the way. And we get 2 big points. Yes! All right. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate everybody's support. Let everybody know, because I know some people unsubscribed to the channel when I stopped. So if you know anybody that unsubscribed, go ahead and let them know I'm back. I'm staying back. There will be, I know last year in the playoffs I was doing the rewind videos where I would go the next day and I would watch the highlights and I would kind of comment a little bit more on the technical aspects of things. I want to get used to doing these recaps a little bit, but then probably the last 10 games of the season, I'm probably going to start doing those rewind videos the day after the game as well as the recaps. And then definitely as we get into the playoffs, I'll do them for the Panther games and some of the other games as well. And then next year, what I'm hoping to do after this season is over is I'm going to sort of build a platform for the whole thing where the Flying Fluffy app and everything. I don't know if I'm going to do Kajabi or one of those sites where I can build out something to where I can sort of monetize things, have some things that are based on a subscription. The recaps will always be free, so don't even worry about that. The recaps will always be for free here, but since I'm going to be spending a lot more time doing it, I got to try some way to kind of turn it into a little bit of income. If you can do what you love and make some money from it, that's how you're going to, that's happiness. That's peace, love, and happiness, and 2 points. All right. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, share the video, share. I will see you all on Saturday.